Oh my gosh. Your girl is back, okay? Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. If you are new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So, for those who are OGs on my channel, y'all know when I first got started, I was all about like Canva and Sublimation, okay? Canva and Sublimation. Most of y'all that are here on my channel are here either because of Canva or Sublimation, okay? Originally I had the Epson Workforce series. I had the 7710 and the 7720. The 7710 was my sublimation printer. The 7720 has always been my regular inkjet printer. My 7710 died on me, you guys, like last year. And then I went out and I was just like, you know what? I could probably make do with a smaller sublimation printer. The 7710 is a wide format. So I went and I got the Epson 8500. I don't know why I did that. Okay, that was so dumb. Because I have been suffering not having a wide format sublimation printer ever since I made that really silly decision to go buy the smaller one and thinking I would be able to make do. Okay, so I went ahead and I got this one. I'm gonna convert this to sublimation. This is the Epson EcoTank 8550. Now you're probably asking, what am I gonna do with my 8500? I don't know. I'm gonna try. So here's the thing, the yellow on it stopped printing anyway, so really I wasn't even using it. And then like a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago, Epson sent me the SureColor F170. So I literally have two sublimation printers that print the exact same size, the 8500 and then the SureColor F170, and I don't have a wide format. So I'm going to continue to use my SureColor F170 for my smaller sublimation because it is already a sublimation printer. The 8500, I have seen some people try to flush their printers and use it for something else. So because I'm not using it anyway, I figured I might as well go ahead and give it a try. So I may very well just try to flush it and maybe use it for eco solvent or something like that. I'm gonna try. I don't know. If it doesn't work, I don't use it anyway, so no harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, in this video, I'm gonna be converting the Epson EcoTank 8550 to sublimation, and I'm going to be using the Hippo the Hippo sublimation ink. Hippo does have 6 colors now. I do not have yet the photo black, and I do not have the gray, but they do have 6 colors because this EcoTank takes 6 colors. So I have the regular black, I have the cyan, the magenta, and the yellow. So I'm gonna put those 4 colors in today, and then the photo black and then the gray I'm gonna leave empty for right now. My package is in the mail for the photo black and the gray. Once I get those 2, I will go ahead and add those in. But Hippo does have all 6 colors for the EcoTank now as well. Everything I got was on Amazon. I did get this printer from Amazon. I got my sublimation ink from Amazon, my sublimation paper from Amazon. Everything that I use or to convert using this video will be linked down in the description box below. But yes, this is what we're doing today, you guys. I'm so excited to finally have a wide format sublimation printer back because I have been itching to get back into designing sublimation images, and it's so hard designing images that you can only print this big. Okay, nobody wants a design that's this big. Okay, so I've been itching to get back into sublimation designing and printing and pressing and all of that. I'm so excited. So this is what we're doing today. So yeah, and I'm doing it start to finish, okay? Go ahead and stick around. All right, guys, so I am doing a full start to finish unboxing. So hopefully I answer, every single question that you may have about converting this printer. A lot of questions I get. So this is, you know, all of the packaging and the instructions and things like that. I'm gonna just set that to the side for now. Remove some of this styrofoam. But I always get asked, what is the best printer? So far right now, the best one that I ever had was the Epson 7710. Okay, that was the best printer that I have ever personally used. And then these are going to be the inks. So I currently don't have a use for these inks right now, as I don't have like another eco tank. Well, the one that I have has sublimation ink in it, so I'm gonna try to see if I can save it. If not, then I don't know. But these are like the regular inks here, and as you can see, there's 6 of them. So I'm not gonna throw these away, obviously. I'm just gonna kind of put these off to the side. Maybe I'll be able to use them with my other eco tank, maybe not. We'll have to see how that works out. And then we got the power cord. Okay. So I'm going to set this off to the side, and then I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Of course somebody would be calling me. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Now it is a tiny bit heavy, so be careful. And of course, it is taped to the tape gods, so I'm probably going to spend the next like 5 minutes removing all of the tape. But yes, tape is everywhere. Tape gods. It is taped to the tape gods. And even when you think you've removed all the tape, I'm sure you're going to find another piece of tape somewhere else that you missed. Once you start to actually print, you will quickly realize you missed some tape somewhere. Okay, here's some more tape. Tape. Let's close that. All this tape, Lord Jesus. Tape and tape and more tape. I don't know what this yellow thing is, but I'm going to put it up to the side just in case I need it. And more tape. And more tape. But anyways, a lot of people have asked about, you know, my ink. Is my ink good? What's my favorite ink? When I first started Sublimation, I did use Inkscape, InkX Pro. I don't remember. It was some years ago. I think it was InkX or Inkscape or y'all, something like that. I don't remember. InkX Pro maybe is what it was called. But that was the one I used when I got my 7710. And then I started using Hippo ink. Now, I decided I wanted to be kind of, you know, edgy, and I mixed my inks. So I actually mixed, when I first got the Hippo ink, there was a little bit of the Ink Pro still in my printer, but I went ahead and I added the Hippo ink in there with it, and I never had any issues. Okay. When the printer finally did die on me, it was like it wouldn't turn on. It didn't have anything to do with like the print. It just wouldn't actually turn on. So that was the issue I was having. And after I mixed it, and I didn't completely mix them. It was like a little bit of Ink X Pro in the, you know, in the little cartridges, because the 7710 had the cartridges. It was like a tiny bit of ink left in there, and then I added, it was like 98% Hippo ink and then like 2% Ink X Pro ink. So I didn't have any issues when I did that. And then ever since then, I've just been kind of using the Hippo ink. I've never switched, haven't switched yet. I have no issues. I did use the Epson, so the Epson SureColor F170, when they sent me that printer, they do have their own sublimation ink that came with the printer. I did use that sublimation ink in that specific printer, and I haven't had any issues with that ink either. In my opinion, ink is ink. I don't think, like, if you have any issues with sublimation, 9 times out of 10 it's not going to be your ink. It's never the ink. If you have issues with sublimation, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be something else. It's never going to be the ink. Oh, I have a tickle in my throat. But okay, so here it is, unboxed and untaped. I'm gonna go ahead, take my power cord, and we're gonna plug it in. I have something in my throat. Alrighty. And I've always used the same paper, the A-Sub paper as well. I've actually never used any other paper but A-Sub. But again, everything that I use will be linked down below. Alright, so the power cord goes right back here. Just going to plug this in. And then I'm going to plug it in over here. All right, and we're going to go ahead and turn it on. Uh-oh. Turn it on. There we go. All right, let's see if I can get you guys closer. Okay, so I went ahead and I turned it on, and then this is where you select your language. So I'm going to select English, and then you can scan this QR code to set up the printer with your smartphone, okay, instead of doing it on here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my phone. Now, I don't already have the app, so I'm going to go to the App Store, and then I'm going to go ahead and download it. This is what the app looks like. And then, as you can see, it's downloading. It's the Epson Smart Panel app. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and download this onto my phone, and then I will come back when it's done. Alright guys, so we're all downloaded here. Let me see if y'all can see my phone. Okay, so on the phone, it did find my EcoTank 8500. It says 8500 series. So I wonder if it's trying to connect to my 8500 or my 8550. Nope, that's not the right one. So it connected to my 8500. So let me go to the plus sign. Would you like to check if your product? No? Okay. So we're going to set up a new product. And then it says, thank you for choosing your Epson product. Let's get started. Make sure your product is turned on if USB cable is connected. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, next. So now it's searching for my Eco Tank. And there it is. Can y'all see? Hold on. Let me try to fix my lighting a little bit so you guys can see on the phone. Okay. So as you can see, it found my Eco Tank 8550. So we're going to select that, and then it says, are you sure you want to select ET 8550 series? And yes. All right, so now it says on the printer here, it says setting up the printer from Epson Smart Panel, do not turn off. I can grab my chair. Okay. So now it says, let's get ready for ink initialization. We're going to hit continue. We will guide you step by step. Continue. Before we start, make sure to follow these rules. Stay in front of the printer. Do not turn off the printer while setting it up. Continue. And now it's sending the information to the printer. And I don't know if you can hear it, but it's doing its little clickety clack. I haven't put any ink in or anything yet. All I did was download this, and then, you know, when you download the app and you're new to it, you do have to agree to the privacy terms and, you know, all that good stuff. So that's what I did. And now we're just waiting for it to do its thing so we can continue on. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been itching to get back into designing, you know, like sublimation images, and getting back into Canva. You guys, Canva has, I don't know if you guys have been in recently, but from when I was making my Canva videos like 2 years ago, oh my gosh, Canva is that girl, okay? Canva did not come to play with anybody because they got so many new features. And you guys, I'm bringing you so many Canva videos because I cannot believe the amount of stuff that Canva does now. So this right here is just basically illustrations about how to put the ink inside of the Eco Tank, okay? I'm not going to read this because I do already know how to do it. But if you have never used an Eco Tank or you're not familiar, please make sure that you read all of these instructions. These are literally step-by-step instructions on how to put all of your ink inside of the tank, okay? So I will go ahead and do one with you. I'm going to get my black. All right, so okay, I have some of these kind of mixed up, so I gotta make sure I grab the right inks. Okay, y'all, I have, so my package for my, I got some more ink coming. So here's my Hippo Sublimation ink. My black is not completely full, but that's okay. Like I said, I do have a package in the mail, but I am being impatient. But I do have enough to go ahead and set it up. I just don't have a full big bottle. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the ink in. So this lifts up. Okay, if you didn't know, this does lift up so that you can see. But what we're gonna do is go ahead and lift the top up, and then this right here is where your ink goes, and we're going to lift that up too. I want to make sure you guys can see. Okay, so we have black, we have photo black, cyan, yellow, magenta, and gray. Okay, so where the BK is, I'm going to put regular black. And then the PB is for photo black. We're going to go ahead and lift this up, and this nozzle just fits right on top. Hopefully you guys can see. The black is filling up here. And because my bottles are smaller, I'm going to go ahead and put the magenta on there as well, because it's moving just a tad bit slow. Okay, and then as you can see, the magenta is filling up as well. Magenta is actually going faster. It might be because I don't have that much black left. But as you can see, the magenta is now filling up, and all we did was place them on top like that. Okay, so I am going to go ahead. I have cyan and blue to do as well. I'm going to go ahead, get these tanks filled up, and then I will come back when they're all done and we will finish setting this up. Alright, so I have all my tanks filled up that for the colors that I have. We're going to go ahead and select next, and we're going to move on. It just says sending information to the printer. Please wait. You can now, oh, this is all about the ink again. So it went back to the ink. I think because I went out of the app. Now it's asking me, are all of the ink tanks filled? Yes, they are. Close the ink tank, cover the scanner. Be careful not to get your hands caught. We're going to select next. If all ink tanks are not filled with ink before you continue, you may damage the printer. Do I want to continue? Because I don't have my photo black and my gray. I'm going to go yes. So it says, let's start ink initialization. So that's what it's doing now. It's initializing. It says that this is going to take about 7 minutes to do. So I'm going to go ahead, let it do its thing, and when it's done, I will come back and then we will finish. Okay, so it actually gave me a message that said while the ink is initializing, let's connect the printer to Wi-Fi. So I'm going to hit continue. Connect the printer to Wi-Fi, yes. Now you do want to make sure that whatever device you print from and your printer are on the same network in order to, be able to use it wirelessly. So I am going to connect it to the same, Wi-Fi that my phone and my computer use, my laptop. So it just says checking the communication. That noise is the ink initialization. And then it says connect the product to your wireless network. Do you want to use the network shown below? That is my network. I'm going to hit yes. And then my password is required. All right, I'm going to go ahead and type in my password. All right. And now it says that it's setting up the Wi-Fi. I'm not going to show you guys because my password is still on here. Okay, so, oh, I just showed you my password anyway. Well, whatever. But yeah, so it's just connecting to the Wi-Fi now, and it's at about 30%. Okay, so but that's how you connect it to the Wi-Fi. You can do it in the app. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and now it's telling me Wi-Fi setup is complete. The smartphone and printer are connected, and then I'm going to hit next. And now it says wait until the ink initialization is complete, and I still have about 4 minutes on this. So I'm gonna go ahead, let this finish, and I will come back. Okay, so the ink initialization is complete. It says some ink is absorbed into the maintenance box. You may see some black parts on it, but it is normal. Proceed to the print adjustment. And then on my phone, it says ink initialization is complete, and I'm gonna hit next. Now it says setup is complete and the printer is ready to use. I'm gonna select next again. Follow the instructions on the printer's control panel to check the print quality of your printer. All right, so I'm gonna go to adjustment, and it says align the printer to get the best print quality. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust. Perform a print head nozzle check to check print quality. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and open this, which is where I'm going to insert my paper. Nope, that's not it. This one up, and we got more tape. More tape. Okay, this is where you put your smaller paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this all the way. I'm gonna get some regular printer paper. All right, so this is just some regular copy paper. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there, and then we're going to close it. Oh, excuse me, we're gonna go ahead and close this. Okay, and then it says paper size 8.5 by 11. Paper type is plain paper. So that is what I just inserted. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit print. Zoom out a little bit so you all can see. And then as you see, the tray comes out automatically, and it's gonna go ahead and do my print head for me, my nozzle check. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see, we do have some broken lines on the black and the blue. Definitely do not want that. So right here, the X is going to be for broken lines. The circle is for no broken lines. We do have broken lines. I'm going to go ahead and hit the X, and it says print head requires maintenance. Perform a print head cleaning. I'm going to go ahead and press run and start. So it's going to go ahead, do a cleaning real quickly. We're going to do another check and make sure that it prints out with no broken lines. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will come back when it's all done. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did the one print head clean, and then I printed it again, and as you can see, all of my lines are connected, so I don't have any broken lines now. So we're all set there. So what I need to do now is go ahead and install my driver onto my laptop. I'm not going to be using this CD. If you do have a computer or a laptop that takes the CD, you can use it. Otherwise, you would go to the Epson website. Now, if you know, it does give you the website here, but it's epson.com/support/ some other stuff. So the website is in the manual, so definitely check this or use the CD if you can. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to download my driver and get it all set up on my computer, and then we're gonna go ahead and print and press. So I will be back when I'm done setting up the driver. Alright guys, so I do have my printer all set to print. Now if you're gonna print bigger than the 8.5 by 11, you have to use the rear tray. So I have my 11 by 17 paper by Asub. This is the paper that I am using. I will again link this down below. But yeah, I just have it loaded in, and then let me change the paper on here to 11 by 17. It is going to be plain paper, and then I'm going to favorite this paper settings for the rear tray. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit print on my computer. Now I am printing from Silhouette Studio. I know somebody's going to ask. I'm printing from Silhouette Studio. I have the business edition, but if you just want to print larger like sublimation images, you don't have to have the business edition. You can use the free edition to just print. I have the business edition so that I can work with like rhinestone files and other things like that. But if you want to just print and nothing else, then you can do that with the free version as well. And then make sure that when you load your paper, it's facing forward. So the watermark on the paper should be facing backwards, like the outside, and then your print side is facing this way. Watermark facing that way, print side facing this way. I have a little piece in there. That's how it prints from the rear feed. You guys, I'm so excited. I am so excited to have a wide format printer again. Okay, and then with sublimation, you know, the print does print out dull. So when it first comes out, it's going to print out dull, and then it gets activated by the heat. Okay, so that, it looks a little weird right here to me. I'm gonna print that again just to make sure I'm not tripping. I'm gonna go ahead and print this again. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and press our shirt now. I am using the Make Market brand. This is 100% polyester. Sublimation works the best on 100% polyester. Now, of course, you can use it with less polyester. I'm just saying, if you want your absolute most vibrant, true colored t-shirt, then you're gonna have to go polyester. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put a piece of butcher paper on the inside of the shirt. We're just gonna, you know, prep it before we go ahead and press. This is to stop any bleeding from possibly getting to the back of the shirt. We only want this image on the front and nowhere else. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a really good lint roll. With sublimation, you have to use high heat, right? 400 degrees, 385, 400. It depends on, you know, what paper, what ink you're using, whatever. But with those high heats, 385 and up, if you have lint on your shirt, when you go to press it on polyester, if there's lint on there, for whatever reason, it turns like a blue color, and it looks like little blue lint just like stuck to your shirt. And once it's there, you can't really get it off. It's there. You're gonna see it. So you want to make sure you lint roll really good. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a pre-press. Now my heat press is not all the way up yet, but I want to make sure that my pressure is good, and that's pretty good pressure. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do like a little 15-second pre-press. We just want to make sure we get all of the moisture out so that that ink can go ahead and adhere to the fibers of the shirt without having anything stopping it. Okay, now I want to make this shirt is for me, but I still want to make it right because I do plan on wearing it. So I'm going to use my t-shirt ruler to kind of measure where my print needs to go. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just kind of rip the edges. Now, the reason I rip the edges is because I don't want any harsh like press lines. So if you rip the edges, it tends to kind of soften the press line. You could also use a pressing pillow. Pressing pillows also work. It's just that I don't feel like readjusting my pressure to use a pillow, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rip it. Because if I add a pressing pillow, I'm gonna have to adjust my my pressure to get it to fit, and I don't feel like doing that. Okay, so let me show you. Now that I've ripped it, you see how they're kind of, the edges are frayed? That when they're frayed like that, they don't necessarily cause like a hard line. Okay, so let's go ahead and line this up. I am going to use a little bit of heat resistant tape just to tape the edges because I do not want any ghosting. I'm going to remove my t-shirt ruler and I'm going to slide this up so it gets all underneath the press. Okay, I'm still not, my heat press is still not all the way up to 400. I'm still only at 280. So I got to let this get all the way up. I figured it would have been up by now. Do have to wait for this to get up to 400 degrees. Once it's completely up to 400, I will come back and we'll go ahead and press it. All right, guys, so we're about up to 400 degrees. Let me get some butcher paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and press it. It's at 400 degrees and I'm gonna press this for 50 seconds. I am covering it with butcher paper just so that I don't get any bleeding onto the top part of my plate. Just because if you get the ink on the top part, then you have to clean it. Otherwise you could get ink transfer and all that stuff. You don't want that. But yeah, you guys, I'm so excited. I definitely plan on, you know, getting way like back into sublimation. I'm like really wanting to focus on sublimation. DTF and bling are my favorite things to do. I do need a bigger DTF printer so that I can offer these kinds of designs like on other colors like black. And sorry about that, guys, my camera died per usual. But yeah, it is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and you can see the image through the paper, which is a good thing. It lets you know that the ink transferred. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the butcher paper. Now when it comes to removing this paper, you want to remove it fast. You do not want to create any ghosting. OMG. Do you guys see that? OMG. I love sublimation, you guys. Oh my gosh. You can see every little detail and color. Oh, let me pick this up so y'all can see it. I'm gonna remove the butcher paper from the inside. I'm trying to record on my phone, so hopefully you guys can see, because I can't. Look at that color, you guys. Oh my gosh. I can't see. I can't see. I can't see if you guys can see. This is why I don't like recording on my phone. But I don't have a choice because my battery died. Okay. There we go. Look at that color, y'all. Oh my gosh. I am so excited to be doing sublimation again. Y'all have no idea. And it's big. Okay. My little 8.5 would have been like that. Y'all, like that. All right, but that is all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Oh yes, I did design this image. I used Canva. I will be doing a Canva video on how I made this image and images like it. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, bye guys.